Are you also struggling with learning those typical science vocabularies? And it's difficult for you to deal with those science terminologies which makes sometimes no sense to you. If yes, then you are on the right place. So I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Ekta Kasana Learning Hub. And in this video, guys, you are going to learn about the proven strategies of learning science terminologies or science vocabularies. Before beginning the video, please subscribe to my channel, and I really need your support, guys, so that we can together cultivate the best environment of learning stuffs that are hard to deal, and it will be just on the snap of your fingers. So let's start with the content first of all. So today we will be dealing in this video, I'm going to talk about the two things, including number one is the content, that is the importance of science terminologies, in which we will be dealing with what is the importance of science terminology or vocabularies. And next we will be dealing with the effective strategies to deal with those terminologies and how to learn them with different methods. So let's get started. First of all, before going to the importance of the science terminologies, let's first of all deal with what exactly science terminology means. Let's say if I write here a single term which is most commonly used in science, and that is the reproduction. So we all are very familiar of this term, right? Yeah. And then there is the other term, if I write photosynthesis. This is also the term which we are most familiar with, correct? Now there is another term, if I write, that is the deformation. So these are the some examples which I have written over here, which includes the science terminologies. When it comes to learning these terms, or when it comes to grasping the meaning of these terms, I have seen students struggling with these things, and then I come up with always the best way to let them grasp the terminologies in a very easy way. And that is, for example, the term reproduction. Always when it comes to knowing a person, you always ask a person's name, right? That, okay, what's your name, how are you, and all that, correct? In the same manner, when you are entering into learning a topic of science, you are going to deal with the meaning of the topic, which is very important. It's like without knowing the person, you are just getting indulged into their life. So there is no point of entering into a chapter without understanding the name of the topic, isn't it? So that's why the learning, there is a very important reason of learning the terminologies. So let's deal with that. First of all, we will be seeing the importance of science terminologies. So whenever we communicate with people, we find there are certain terms which are most often used while communication. So if you won't be able to learn them, if you won't be able to get the meaning of those terms, then how will you be able to communicate with people out there? So that is very important to set the precision in the communication. When it comes to understanding the scientific concept, we need to be very familiar with these terms of science, and it is only possible when you are really learning them, when you are understanding them. Next is, I quite read some, like most of the time I read scientific literatures, and I find certain terms which are very unfamiliar to me. So it's like I really need to write them on the paper and then find their meaning and then write it down, and then using it into my daily communication. So it is very important to get that access to scientific literature only if you are working on those terms. Okay. Next is public understanding and engagement. We all know that today we are all into the innovation and the research world, and everything is related to science, right? Even right now, you are watching me through your eyes, that is reflection of light, and you are perceiving my voice through sound waves. Everything is science around us, isn't it? So, in order to get that public understanding and engagement, you really need to be very friendly with science. So these are few of the importance that we discussed. Now we are going to deal with few of the effective strategies which will help you to get through the learning of these terminologies. So let's start with that. So the very first one is actually one of my very favorite strategy to grasp these vocabularies, and that is the flashcards. So flashcards are nothing less than a rectangular piece of paper, a very rectangular small piece of paper, or a rectangular or a square piece of paper. It's like the paper has the two sides, that is the front side and the back side. So what you are going to do is that whenever you come across through a new vocabulary, let's say a new word, let's say I just came across through a word of fission. I really don't know what fission is. So when you are going to the Google or you are going to the dictionary to find the meaning of this term, don't just leave it to the dictionary and then watching, visualizing it, just seeing the word and learning it. No, you are really going to write it on the flashcard on the front side. On the front side it will be your meaning, I mean, like your word. And on the back side, you are going to write the meaning of this word, or we can say the definition you can write down. So when you really get into it, this thing, now this habit of, actually managing these flashcards of multiple words with their meanings or definitions on the back side. So it will be a ready to go stuff for you, which you can carry anywhere and you can just, just have a glimpse of it and then you are done. So it is a very effective strategy which I really suggest to my students. Next is mnemonic devices. This is also one of my favorite. When there is something, the lineage or in hereditary order, you need to actually learn something in the hierarchical order. Students really find it very difficult to understand it and to learn it, especially let's say periodic table examples and that hierarchical order of the kingdom, phylum and all of that. So I really gift my students few of the mnemonics which can really work like wonders, and they can really learn it in the funny way and they can actually retain it in their memory as well. For example, I am also giving you a mnemonic device here. So let's say, for example, King Phillips came over for good soup. Now guess this mnemonic is for what? Yeah, maybe you got it right. It is exactly the mnemonic for that hierarchical order of learning, kingdom. P, Philip stands for phylum. Came stands for the class. O stands for the order. G stands for the, F stands for the family. Gene stands for genus. And S stands for the species. So look, you're ready with a quick eating soup. That is the quick mnemonic device you are ready with. So there are many examples of learning these. For example, the periodic table is very easy to learn from 1 to 20 element. It is very easy to learn. If you really want the mnemonics of the periodic table for learning them 1 to atomic number 1 to atomic number 20, please comment in the comment section. I'll gift you that mnemonic device for free. Okay, so let's get started with the next strategy, and that is the contextual learning. So guys, the more you read the context, the more you get habitual of coming across the scientific terms, because it is very important to open yourself up and to explore the science world. So when you really get into the textual books, you are reading articles, you are reading research papers, then only you are going to get few of the contextual learnings. Okay, next comes up with the, let's come up with the next one, and that is the root word and the etymology. It is very important. Let's take an example of any term. For example, let's say photo and the synthesis. So you all know that exactly this is the prefix, we can say. Syn is a root word. This is the root word. Photo is the prefix and this thesis is the suffix. So how you gonna learn it? How you are going to understand the meaning of it? So it is very easy to understand that photo really means light and synthesis means making of something, right? So photosynthesis, we all know it is the process of making or synthesizing food through light. So it is very important to learn this way when you really divide a word into three context, that is the prefix, root word and the suffix. Okay, let me take you, just a minute guys, yeah, let me give you another example. For example, let's say autotrophic. Here also you can divide this word into two and dealing with auto, and next word is trophic. Yeah, so we know that what does auto mean. Auto, we always use this in the daily life as well. It's like automatic machines. What are automatic? That means they are self-working. They are self-working, right? Self. Trophism means nutrition. So making self-nutrition is exactly what autotrophism is, okay? So in the same example, you know, you can deal with multiple words where you can just choose a root word, you can choose a prefix, you can choose a suffix, and then you can try to find the meaning of that. Then it is very easy to deal with such typical terminologies which you find difficult to learn and to understand, okay? Next is real life application. So this is very important guys, that whatever you are learning, it should not be just be, you know, when even if you are writing something in the diary of you, if you are writing something in the few words into your notebook, it is not meant to be closed up into the notebook only. No, it really deserves to be implemented in your real life application as well. So it is very important to apply whatever you are grasping, whatever you are learning, you really need to imply it in your real life as well. Only then you are really going to make a use out of it. Okay, so it is very important to make it to the real life application. Next up, thank you so much, and I really hope you liked the video and you learned something new. If you really want a few more videos on the basis of like dealing with some strategies, some mnemonic devices, or some short tricks for learning science topics or any other topics, so please make sure that you comment in the section below. And I really hope that you like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. And Ekta Kasana Learning Hub, share it with your friends, share it with your family, so that they can also learn new ways to learn new stuffs, okay? And let me inform you that my channel is going to provide you with multiple types of videos related to the subject science, speaking videos, confidence building, personality development, and the videos related to law subjects as well. So last but not the least, I would just like to give you a message in the end of this video. I would like to end it with a strong message that please try to keep immerse yourself in the learning phase throughout your life, because we all know learning is a never ending thing and it never ends. Thank you so much.